This is DeWitt Scott from Moraine Valley Community College, presenting this video for the Moraine Reads program to promote reading and the love of reading, the love of books. The book that I want to talk about in this video is a book entitled Hard Labor. The title is Hard Labor, the battle that birthed the billion-dollar NBA. And it talks about the lawsuit of the 1970s that brought about the ability for NBA players to get essentially work benefits. It's essentially the labor movement in the NBA. The millions, tens of millions of dollars that NBA players make today is attributed to a lawsuit led by Oscar Robertson, one of the greatest players of all time. Oscar Robertson and 13 other players who were plaintiffs in the lawsuit against the NBA and were basically suing for antitrust violations. The NBA at that time, in the 70s and before the 70s, they were in competition with another professional league known as the ABA, the American Basketball Association. And the NBA got to the point where they had no pension for the players. They had no medical benefits, no trainers, none of those things for the players. But with the ABA, they had a competing league. So you had NBA players who were dealing with these no benefits, no pension, no health care, and they were also dealing with what's called a reserve clause, meaning that an NBA player was locked into the team that he signed with for the rest of his career. So if you were signed with the Chicago Bulls and you didn't like what was going on with the Chicago Bulls, you just could not leave. You would negotiate your contract. At that time, players were not allowed to negotiate with agents, so they are handling negotiations themselves. And you could imagine how that went. The ABA was a competing league, and players would come to their NBA teams with leverage. I'll negotiate this contract. If you don't let me out of this contract, then I'll move on and go to the ABA. So what the NBA did was they tried to merge with the ABA and essentially eliminate player leverage, or another option for the players. The players sued and won. In the lawsuit, they won pensions. They also won the ability to get healthcare benefits, even after retirement, and a lot of other benefits that they now have, including free agency. So when you see LeBron James and you see Kevin Durant, all these other top NBA players, and they move from team to team and they're able to negotiate contracts for their best benefit, they could thank Oscar Robertson and Oscar Robertson 14 is what they're known as, the other 13 plaintiffs in that lawsuit. And that's explained by Sam Smith, who also wrote his bestseller book, The Jordan Rules. Very famous author, very great book. Take a look at it. I absolutely loved it.